こよし。
Hello everyone, it's VR Densha Otaku here. So, 2025. So, I may as well do an update video for 2025 and just talk about what happened to me in 2024. So, in 2024, I actually uploaded more videos than I did last year. Well, to be honest, for the last 5 years. And I feel like I found a editing style I like personally, using that sort of VHS font, trying to do colour, and yeah, to be honest, I've enjoyed it. I still haven't gone out and done that much rail painting because my work did actually manage to get itself repaired after its burst water main, which we are now, it feels like we are back to how we were almost about a year ago, so it almost took us from roughly around about the second week of December all the way through to about August. So at least now we're back, and it feels like that we're back up, we're running. It feels like that we're back up to normal. So I actually went back to Japan, of course. If you haven't seen that video, which I'll put a link down in the description below, I actually got interviewed by TV Tokyo. Well, not just interviewed, but I actually got followed by TV Tokyo for Why Did You Come to Japan? Basically, if you don't know what that show is, it's a show where basically they interview you and ask you, what are you doing in Japan? Why did you come to Japan to spend your tourist dollars? And I told them, well, it's because of the trains. I came here to do a couple of steam train trips. I came here to do a couple of train trips. I came here to experience the Japanese railway community, and they ended up following me all around. In fact, they actually threw a couple of spanners in my plans, but at the same time, what do you expect? It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, they followed me all around Japan. They went with me to Kado and Tomix. They just went around with me to almost every single train thing I did. Yes, I am going to be doing model railway reviews again. I know I said that last year, however, unfortunately, I realised that my old N-scale layout and my HO layout never really happened. I was expecting it to be built by roughly around about June, July, but unfortunately we actually had a little bit of a health problem in my family. So that means that we had to put that on the back burner for a little bit. Then, unfortunately, I got cut down from full-time back down to part-time, which was absolute pain. And especially because at the time I was setting up to go to Japan. So, but now the shit has been ordered, and hopefully we are going to experience. I'm going to post up some of the plans up now. So the idea is I'm going to have an HO and an N-scale layout. I'm going to have a double deck, so I can then run my N-scale and my HO scale at the same time. I'm looking at doing it, of course, swing bridges, allowing me to walk through, allowing me to do all this stuff. But now, at the moment, it feels like, well, I'm done. I've designed my layout. I just simply now wait to get all the track and trains, well, track, the scenery, and stuff like that. So unfortunately, if you've seen my Instagram or you've seen my TikTok, you might have seen me designing and building a whole old Japanese N-scale layout. Well, now that has actually been completely demolished. I'm going to reuse a lot of it for my new N-scale layout, and I'm going to be doing a new HO layout, which allow me to do a lot more than my old original HO layout, because my old original HO layout, the one where I had it in a smaller shed, which was 3 meters by 3 meters, unfortunately, it just didn't work. At the time, I made it when I was 16, and now doing it 10 years later, it felt like it was just, it had problems. I hadn't fully soldered all the track. It was the first time I've ever made a full-on layout, so I decided, yeah, I'm gonna go with a whole new track design, all new track, all new trains. Well, not all new trains because I'm using the same old trains, but you know what I mean. Just simply updating it, making it look a lot more how I want and what I want. So, and then because of that, I'll be able to do more like a workshop and a spray booth and stuff like that. So it is actually going to become an actual full-on modelling shed. So hopefully I'll be able to do model railway reviews and talk about different trains and stuff like that. So about rail painting, unfortunately, I just don't have the time anymore. Like a lot of my friends, who both my American friends and my Japanese, well, not my Japanese friends, but my American and Australian friends, I just don't have the time anymore. At the moment, most weekends I'm having to be at work serving people. So at the moment, I don't exactly have enough time. That or when at the moment, I'm working once again, have resumed back my working the full weekend. So this is actually my Sunday that I'm filming this on. Even though I was filming this on a Wednesday, I'm actually filming this on New Year's Day, probably the same day I actually upload it. Just don't have the time. And also what I was thankful for my last trip in Japan was I could actually do a little bit more rail fanning. In fact, some days I was just rail fanning for most of the day. And then catching a special train back, or vice versa. So, yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have time to do rail fanning anymore. I'll try and sneak in a couple more possible rail fanning days, and a couple more like model railway running days as well. So, hopefully, that'll be more content. So my other future plans are I'm actually going to be trying to resurrect some of my old stuff. First major thing I will admit, if you're a fan of if you've been a long time fan of the channel, I do actually have one hint, and that is coal. So otherwise, that is basically it for the update video for 2025. Once again, if you do like my content, do remember to subscribe. Hopefully, I'll have more content out again this year even more than what I did last year, because I'll admit it took me about 6 months to actually edit and stuff like that. Stay tuned because I do actually have another video coming up soon. So yeah, enjoy.